Hey, how's it going out there? In this video, I'm going to review 2 ways in how having a family member in the US military can actually help you apply for a green card in the United States. My name is Rodrigo Canedo. I'm an immigration attorney and I do videos on different immigration topics and how to get legal status in the United States. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Alright, so the first way having a family member in the US military can help you is if you're in the United States and you enter the country without inspection. All right, so why is that important to know? So in order for you to apply for a green card in the United States, you either have to enter with inspection or enter with what's known as parole. All right, although otherwise you're not eligible to apply for a green card in the United States, although there are some small exceptions to that. All right, so if you enter without inspection, you can't apply for a green card in the United States, generally. However, if you are related to someone who's in the military, you may be able to apply for what's called parole in place. All right, so this is a benefit offered by the US government for certain people who are related to those serving in the military or those who have left the military in good standing. So what family relationship exactly qualifies? All right, so you can be the spouse of someone who is in the military, or again, who has served in the military in the past. You could be the parent, you could be the son or daughter as well. Immigration has also said you could also be the widow or the widower of someone who has served in the military as well. All right, so that's the family relationship that you have to have. On top of that, immigration will also look at your past, all right? So they're going to see if you have, any type of criminal issues or anything negative in your past. And if you do, that may prevent you from applying for this benefit, all right? So they can deny it based on other negative factors in your past, okay? All right. So say, you've thought about it. Yes, you have someone in your family that you're related to that qualifies. Then what do you do? All right. So you would apply to the immigration office that's, in my experience, closest to you. Okay. You'd set a form called I-131 and supporting documents to go along with that form. All right. And the supporting documents are some that you might imagine, right? So if your relative is, your spouse, then you'd send like a marriage certificate. If it's a son or daughter, you'd send their birth certificate, right? Because that shows your name on it, the birth certificate, and that shows that you have that family relationship, all right? You'd also send evidence of, their military service, and there's a lot of, documents that you can find if they are indeed in the military, all right? So you'd send that. All right. The second way having a relative in the military can help you is if you're applying for a green card in the United States and your sponsor, all right, doesn't make enough money. So let me explain that a little bit. So if you're not aware, one of the requirements to apply for a green card in the United States is that you have to show that you're not going to be financially dependent on the government. That is when you're applying through a family member, okay? Now, in that process, you would submit a form called I-864, and then you'd need a sponsor to fill out and sign that form, all right? Now, for your sponsor to qualify, they actually have to make a certain amount of money or qualify with assets that they may have. But in my experience, generally, they have to show, they make enough income annually to qualify. So if your sponsor does not make enough money, then they may not qualify, and thus you may not be able to apply for a green card because your sponsor just doesn't make enough money. Okay, and let's say additionally they don't have the assets either. Okay, so if your family member, however, specifically if it's someone who's in the military currently and is your spouse or parent, all right, say they make less money than what's required, they may still be able to qualify if they are indeed in the military. Okay, so again, this is one way where you might still be able to qualify for a green card even though your relative may not meet the typical requirements as others. All right, so again, these are two ways in how having a family member in the military can help you apply for and receive a green card. You still have to meet all the other requirements for a green card as well. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, and if you'd like a more detailed consultation about your particular situation, my contact information is below.